Well, today I had the unfortunate experience of having to take nice bus. And sure enough, the N20H out of Great Neck that's supposed to leave at 3 o'clock never showed up in Roslyn, and I had to wait. I was standing in Roslyn 45 minutes, so this is what happened. You see it showed up on the phone, but that logo was never there. That little thing here, that was missing, so that means that the bus never actually showed up. So it never showed up, and I had to wait for the next one, which was crowded, and it was another freaking 3G, which was leaking and swampy. The windows were all fogged up, and I don't know why the drivers don't put on the HVAC system. They don't put it on. It just frustrates me. So here's what happened. Well, it appears we have two missing nice buses. I figured I'd take a video for you. Take a nice bus today, and I'll show you right here what didn't show up. 23 is missing. There's supposed to be a 23. You can see that. That's missing. And then the 20 also is supposed to be a 20. That's missing as well. So we have a 23 and a 20H missing right now. The 20H, there was supposed to be one a couple of minutes ago. It didn't show up. So, and now it's just saying the next one's coming. So, and then they'll be waiting an hour for the next bus. So, very nice, very nice. We've got to continue to talk about the breakdowns now, because it's still out of control. There's a lot of breakdowns, a lot of missing buses here. I know Andy's talking about this in the city. Well, it's happening here too. As you know, the disease from nice is spreading into Queens Village. I don't know exactly why, but it's spreading into Queens Village, and there are a lot of missing buses there that are late. The buses there are not running very well. I've seen his videos on the Q46, but at least with the Q46 you don't have to wait that long for the next bus. You know, here you got to wait a half an hour, or those guys over there, if they're waiting for the 23, I'm not sure, they may have to wait a whole hour for the next bus. So I'm going to stand out here and see what happened here, but it's not too nice out here right now. Not a nice day to be standing out here waiting for the next bus. And then this bus is going to wind up being overcrowded because bus 4 broke down. So there you go. There's the 23 in the other direction. It's the northbound bus. So it looks kind of crowded. Maybe the bus 4 didn't show up. I don't know. So here you go. Never showed up. So yeah, we got to wait 23 minutes for the next 20H. And then this bus here, 23, the southbound 23, oh, that's Manor Haven. Alright, well, hang on, we gotta put it to Mineola. I got messed. Yep, 62 minutes. Never showed up. Oh no, 3 minutes now, alright. Alright, so actually I'm wrong. So it's just the 20 that didn't show up. Alright, it's just the 20. The 20 is missing though, so. Yeah. So we have one breakdown, not two. My mistake. One breakdown. It's still bad enough. Then we got one bus that's missing. And now this 20 is going to wind up being overcrowded because as a result of that. Sun's trying to come out, but this sucks. Well, that's what it is when you take nice. That's why I don't want to take this stuff. Unfortunately, I have to travel between this area and Hicksville, so I have no choice. I have to take nice. I'm back over here. Yeah, so the 20 is the one that's missing. The 23, I was looking at that wrong, but I don't know. For some reason, the northbound 23 didn't show up on the thing there. I saw the northbound come in. That's what we're looking at, and it said it had showed up yet. So the mobile app was wrong on that. Maybe we'll get lucky, and the mobile app will be wrong with the 20, but somehow I doubt it. Probably was a breakdown for us. So many breakdowns. That's what it is here at Nice Bus, you know. Yeah, they break down all over the place. Just wait. It's not even summer yet. I'm sorry, Andy. I'm sorry to see you going through the same shit we're going through out here. It's ridiculous. Buses show up. They shouldn't break down. They should be maintained properly. You know, and this company, they can't maintain the buses here. And now they're apparently, maybe some of their mechanics and some of their drivers and some of their supervisors wound up going over to Queens Village and bringing this shit over there, which is really unfortunate. But not surprising, because this is what Cuomo is trying to do here. He's trying to, but hopefully Joe Lhota, you know, he intervened with the railroad, and hopefully can intervene. Andy Byford can put a stop to that, at least in the city, so they can have reliable service there. But here, we're screwed until this company is gone, and I don't know when that's going to happen. You know, even if they get more funding, they just don't maintain the buses, Transdev, and it's going to keep breaking down. Going to keep not showing up. Somehow it's against the contract, but they don't get fined for it. They get away with it. I don't know how they get away with it, but they get away with it. They shouldn't get away with it. And that Laura Curran should be trying to get the MTA to come back, but the problem is Cuomo won't let him. That's why we got to vote Cuomo out in November. Yeah, you know, but this shit's going to continue as long as this company's here. You know, still going to be no-show buses and breakdowns, because they don't maintain these buses at all. They just don't. They wait for them to break down first. Then they check the fluids. But until then, they don't check the fluids. They don't check the oil. They put the bus out on the road, and it breaks down. Here comes the 23. But that's not my bus. That's the 23. So the 23's coming, but the 20H is missing. So unfortunately, it's the one I'm waiting for. As you can see, so that's not my bus. Why is it going so slow? That's not my bus, though. 23. So here you go. Nice. It's a junk Celsior. That engine doesn't sound great either, by the way. But it's not surprising. So now we wait for the 20, which I'm sure is going to be... This bus is already crowded. I see it. It's crowded already. It's only once an hour. They cut the service. You know? People stop taking the bus. They don't want to put up with this stuff. This rain is pretty stubborn. Unfortunately, the shelter is still somebody in there, and he's smoking. There's smoking in the shelter. So they're very considerate when it's raining, smoke in the shelter for, you know, real. I think smoking is supposed to be banned at the train station. They don't even, I never see them ticket people. They should be ticketing people for smoking in public. Smoking should be banned in all public places. Public streets, public bus stops, everywhere. But yes, Andy, I'm going to conclude this video here. Well, we'll see. Maybe not, but for now, that's it. But Andy, keep fighting with what's going on in the city. You don't want this. You don't want this crap coming out your way. Trust me. You got to put a stop to it. You know, you can't have that in the city. Yeah, see, he's smoking in there. This guy's smoking in there. I don't want to show his face, but he's smoking in there. Very inconsiderate. I have to cross over. I'm sick of standing in the rain. It's getting windy. Very inconsiderate. Great. Guess what? I'm gonna have to go across again because people are coming in here now. They'll probably smoke too. Oh, back across the street. It's nothing more annoying than having to stand out in the rain because the bus didn't show up, and we have assholes in both shelters now smoking. I don't want to breathe that shit in. Why don't they stand out in the rain? People are so inconsiderate. That's why I don't like taking these buses. That's why you don't see me talk about them. That's why you don't. Until this company goes away, this shit's going to continue, and I'm going to continue to avoid taking this shit whenever possible because it never shows up. It's always a breakdown. Always a breakdown. Always a missing bus. Every day. Every time I take this shit, there's a missing bus. That's why I don't want to take this shit. Remember last time when I had to take the bus back from Hicksville? The 22 didn't show up that time, and I had to take the 24. Every time I take it, there's a missing bus. Every time. This is just ridiculous. But that's why I don't take it, and I recommend you don't either. Yeah, it's the next 21 over there. It's the next 21. I was on the 21 before that one, a half an hour ago. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They don't fill the runs when there's a breakdown there. You know, it's just... And to think this shit is happening in the city now, too, is unacceptable. Andy Byford has got to put a stop to this when this bus action plan comes out. It should include making sure that buses don't go missing and that buses are maintained properly. 8 minutes? 8 minutes now? It's moving at a snail's pace, too. Must be some traffic, too. Probably. Yeah, I've been standing out here 40 minutes. It's 3:51 now. Oh, this is ridiculous. It should be coming soon, according to the thing, though. It's annoying because it's raining and it's cold. It's not fun standing out here. Yeah, there's shelters with people smoking in them, so I gotta stand out here unless I want to breathe in, nicotine fumes, which are bad for your health. No thanks. Ooh, rear-engine school bus. I like the ones with the rear engines. I don't know why all school buses don't have rear engines. They should. I think that's a Bluebird. Yeah, another 20H. Thing says it should have been here by now. It's now been definitely something going on. I don't know. It should have been here by now. I hope this one doesn't break down, and I hope it's not a stupid next gen. There's 1771 over there. Deadly next gens. The worst buses of the fleet. So bad I'd rather ride a junk Celsius. They got a 3G and it's leaking. There's a leak up there, look. It's leaking. What? Yeah, lovely. See, this bus is leaking. Typical Orion build quality. 3Gs are really just glorified next gens. Of course, there's no heat in here. The windows are fogged up. Can't see out.
Stop requested.
There you go. So that concludes this video. 3Gs. They're not much better than the next gens. They're really not. Not much at all. It's leaking already. The bus is like 6 years old and it's leaking. Anyway, that's it. Here's some stills of the leaks. A lot of the seats people couldn't even sit down because it was leaking. This bus is only like... This bus came in 2013, 2012. I mean, it's 6 years old and it's leaking already. I mean, this is also because there's no maintenance. They don't seal the leaks. They don't do anything about it. I don't know if, Andy, you're seeing this problem in Queens, but this is ridiculous. Let me tell you, these 3Gs, I'm sorry, but Orion should have stuck with making the original gens. Once they went to next gens, is crap. And then next gen plus nice maintenance, and it's just hell on wheels. And this is why I try to avoid riding this shit whenever possible. Who wants to deal with this? Who in their right mind would deal with this? Not me.